and welcome to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to you. As you can see, my setting is not the norm. I'm using this just to do some creativity for you this week. I'm not doing poetic words. I just thought I would get a little bit arty and create each star sign their own oracle card, which I will incorporate in the reading as we go along this week. So I'm going to be doing Aries' card in a moment for you. I will just show you, Aries, what I've been doing, okay? So this is Cancer's card that I've just created, okay? So that's Cancer. This one is Capricorns. Can you see the difference in colours and everything else? That's Capricorns. We've got Virgos, again, totally different images. So this is how it's going, and if you are in the UK, because I've done this before, there's only one image, so first come first serve. If you want this card sending to you in the post, then I will post it to you, but it's on a first come first serve basis and you have to be here in the UK. Okie dokie. So Aries, I'm just going to move your card out of the way and we'll start creating your lovely card for this week to incorporate with your reading. I'm going to put a base colour on for you of orange. Oh, I'm just going to clean this off from previous. Let me just clean this off. You have to clean it off from every colour, otherwise you just end up with a mud bath. So orange, let's have some orange basis to start with. I'm using these are just wax crayons, okay, and it's a warm iron, and basically I just get a build up to start with. Okay, it looks nothing as you're going along, but I start to build up the picture, and I love it because you don't know what's going to come out, how it works, hence why it's a little bit mystical and magical. So I'm just going to take that off to start with. I'm going to incorporate some red now for you. I'm just going to apply some red on here, okay, and we'll just start putting the red on. Okay, so we've got some red on the subject. Just clean this off again. And now I'm going to bring in some magenta. I love this colour. Just put some magenta in here and there. Okay, so that's enough of the magenta. Still not finished, Aries. So we need a little bit of blue, I think. A little bit of blue. So I'm just going to put some blue on here. Doesn't matter if you get a little bit extra colour on, but just I feel like I just want to incorporate some blue in this, and that will serve me. Let me just feel it wants a little bit of white. See how I don't stop until I'm happy? So let's have a look. Just wants lifting. That's better. That will do me, Aries. Let me just wipe this off because I don't want that running everywhere. Wow, I like that one. Aries. So I'm never good with an iron. Look at this, what we've created for you. Absolutely lovely. So I'll be looking into that card, scrying into it, and picking out messages, believe it or not. So stay tuned and I will come back to you later. So my lovelies, we are back after that little bit of creativity, and just a reminder, this is the card that came out for you, Aries. I will be pulling this in at the end to pick out some messages. It's a bit like reading the tea leaves, where we just sort of look in and pull out different messages. So I will be bringing that back in at the end, sort of on about artistic things. I've pulled in a picture this week that I did myself. I'm no artist whatsoever, but I do dabble now and again. And this was a picture that I sort of did a while back now. And it's a witchy witch, of course it would be, that I did. So it sort of prompted me really to the channel that I promoted last week, Tipsy Tea Leaf Oracles channel, okay, because she had brought out a painting that she'd done, absolutely fabulous, guys. It was of a Medusa, and that's why I sort of wanted to get creative this week. And so yeah, guys, she was over the moon. She had quite a few subscribers pushed in from my recommendation, and I'm asking if you would, although those who didn't do it last week, please check out the link below. I'm just trying to support her as much as I can. She's a single parent, brought up her 12-year-old son. She had him late in life, and hats off to her, you know, she's doing her best, and I'm just trying to send love her way in trying to get her to raise the subscribers for her. So yeah, guys, if you could do that, I'd be most grateful, and thank you for those who did it last week. So Aries, let's start shuffling the cards and see what's coming out in the mix for you this week. So, Spirit, what have we got for the lovely Aries? Oh, number one soon comes out for you this week, Aries. What have we got for Aries? What do they need to hear? What do they need to see? Please bring out the cards on the table for me. What have we got for Aries? One more, please, Spirit. Thank you very much. So let's have a look what we've got going on in the mix. 8 of Wands, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. Okay. So Aries, we've got the 8 of Wands coming out for you in the first position, and basically the 8 of Wands is just saying, I need to be out of this situation now. I need to be uplifted and out of a area of your life that you no longer want to be in. So you might not be happy where you're living, you might not be happy in your job, the relationship, whatever it may be. You are just saying, come on, I need to be lifted out of here. And you're getting itchy feet now, because I'm looking at the feet on this, and it's like itchy feet saying, come on, I I've waited long enough. It's as though I want to say to the Arians that I'm picking up, I've waited long enough, okay? Some of you feel like you've been tarred with a unlucky brush at the moment. Like the saying of an umbrella inside out is bad luck, okay? And that is what you're feeling like, to say, come on, turn yourselves back. Turn yourselves back on yourself and get me out of here. The reason saying that is because it's followed by the Knight of Wands. They're live, these cards today. The Knight of Wands. And it's like, I'll jump through hoops. I'll do anything to reach the finishing line. Burning passions. Okay. But you're going to be crossing that finishing line soon. I know it's frustrating. I know a lot of people have been waiting for things to come into plan. But having the 8 of Wands coming in at the start, Aries, that's really positive, as in your mood is being uplifted as well. And you are moving, even though you may feel it's very slow, there's progression going on here. We've got the Ace of Wands. Okay, and I feel for some of you a proposal is going to be put on the table this week. Also investments. Even a small amount can grow and flourish into something bigger down the line. So it's saying maybe look into investing if you've got the capital to do so. It doesn't have to be a lot. Even if it's a thing you do yourself, where you create a jar and think to yourself, right, I'm going to put $10 in there, £10 in there, whatever currency you are in the world, and just put it in there and keep it like as an emergency bank. Okay? And it'll soon start to tot up. I work with colour, and she's wearing a green, sort of green and yellow spotty dress. And this brings out, some of you could come out in an allergic rash this week. Whether that's a bee sting, an insect bite, where you'll just come out in, it's like hives, I think they call it. So to be aware really when you're sort of out and about in nature that some of you don't come out with a nasty rash. I just feel a rash of some sort that needs to be looked at. It might be that you might think it's an insect bite or a rash as hives, you know, through the heat, because you can get heat rash, prickly heat they call it, I think it is. It could be a little bit more than that, because we've got the Four of Cups coming in next, and it's trying to protect you from something here in the message. Okay, something they're trying to protect you in a health situation. I want to say don't be blinded about a health issue this week. That's not going to resonate with all of you, but I do feel for some of you, okay? I also feel travel plans are scuppered. Some of you may have been wanting to travel on holiday. I'm looking at the colours of this umbrella now. Spain for some of you, I feel, and it's as though it's all the plans have gone out the window, it's been delayed, or somebody has fallen ill in order to stop the holiday going ahead. Again, that's not going to affect all of you. So I'm just going to open this up a little bit more for you, Aries. Okay. And see what else is coming out in the mix. What else have we got for Aries? Eight of Wands, please, for the clarifier. Knight of Wands. Ace of Wands. And Four of Cups. So, under my umbrella. So many umbrellas. What's going on, Aries? So, can you see the warning though? Because those who are new, I work with colours, okay? Vibrant pinky red here. And this is your energy, as I said. Angry, frustrated, thinking to yourself, I've got itchy feet, I need to get out of this situation. But you are being protected in the process. As I said, even though there's dark clouds around you in a metaphorical sense, you are being slowly moved out of a situation. Very slow progress, okay? I also want to say, don't let somebody ruffle your feathers this week, because it gets you annoyed. Somebody will try and raise an argument with you for the sake of raising an argument. You know, I get these antagonistic family members or friends, and you just think, you know what, wind your neck in. I feel like some of you are thinking, wind your neck in, do you know what I mean? Biting your tongue, really, not to cause an argument or bad ill feeling. But I just feel you're struggling, Aries. You feel sometimes you don't think people are listening to your side of a story. You sit there thinking, why do I bother? Why should I have to justify myself? It's that kind of an energy. And then I get this loneliness feeling sometimes because of the Four of Cups. It's as though it's just you on an evening and you close the door. And even though you may have had interaction all day long, I just feel I've got some lonely Aries here who are in a situation they hate. They need to be uplifted, not only physically, as in the situation coming to an end, but lifted physically, mentally, and mind, body and spirit as well. So, wow, that brings out the pure nature card. And this is always a warning about nipping something in the bud. There's an outside influence affecting you because of all the red around this person. As I said, it could be people making you angry. It could be your job that's making you angry. It could be just life in general, being frustrated with everything that's going on. But it's storing inside you. You're bottling all this up now, Aries. And it's like to say, you've got to not get wound up so much because it does affect your health. It'll raise your blood pressure. And this is something to watch out for as well, I feel, for some of you. And then we've got the butterfly garden, okay? And this brings hope, really. Winds of change and transformation, okay? I feel for some of you, you are being kept, or you have been kept in a position for a period of time because they don't want this jumping out of the frying pan into the fire kind of situation. But change is coming in. Slowly, transformation is coming in for you. And we've got the morning dew girl with the Four of Cups. That card's come out and it's the emotion, the floods of tears, okay, the upset, the depression, how it gets you sometimes. But it's just saying here, they are trying to protect you. Even though you can't see it, there's a reason why there's been a delay, okay, or why you've been kept in this situation. Very cryptic, Aries, but we'll try and open it up a little bit more and see what your inner psyche is feeling this week. Okay, thank you. And your inner psyche is saying, details, details. It highlights in this card as well, clarity. The word clarity here. And this magnifying glass. And this is why things haven't gone as quick as you would have liked. It's because you've had things to research. Details had to be presented, overlooked, okay, worked out. And this is what your inner spirit is saying. You don't jump out of the frying pan into the fire until you've got all your facts, till you clarify the situation, and then the compass here can be set in the right direction to move you on. But because this Eight of Wands has come in, okay, it's just emphasising you can't wait for things to start falling into place. But you've got to cross the T's, dot the I's as well. So let's have a look how the universe sees you this week then, Aries. What else have we got for Aries? Okay, and this is how the universe sees you. It's all become a little bit tedious. Some of you are being held back by another person as well, weighing down with your responsibilities. It's as though you've got this family member or partner or friend where they are holding you back, okay, and it's weighing you down. And it's saying, the universe is saying, don't be a fool anymore, because that's a jester in that outfit that's holding the person above them. The weight is on your shoulders, and the universe are sort of highlighting this. But can you see what's on the top of that card? A number 9. And 9 is nearing a completion. So it's like to say, hold in there just a little bit longer. You are nearly coming out of this hardship, this situation that has been a burden on your shoulders, Aries. So let's have a look at your animal spirit cards this week. What have we got coming out in those? And we've got the alchemical sign of earth, and it's the snake. And the alchemical sign of earth again, the raccoon. And this is how you have felt, left in the dark, okay? Everything's been black and white, everything's been mundane, hard going, hard to see where you're going as well. But this comes in as to say, everything is being protected around you. Even though you feel it's a bad thing. You know, when I said you get frustrated and angry and you just keep thinking, why is something taking so long to happen? But they're trying to protect everything for you, okay? And also it emphasises, because of the snake, and we look at the snake, it's a reptile, and reptiles have got like cold skin. So you could feel like you're left out in the cold at the moment with everything that's going on, with all this darkness that is portraying in the animal spirit cards. But it's like sort of saying to you, remember what is waiting within. It's coming through on a double grounding here with the raccoon and the snake, saying, look, ground yourself. We know you feel like you're left in the dark. Some of you could be up late at night with worrying as well. But everything is being protected, okay? It's like the snake is acting as negativity. This is a negativity that you put around everything. But it's saying everything is being protected though. There's all this goodness going to be coming into you eventually. Not to lose the faith, Aries, as hard as that can be for some of you, I understand. So let's have a look at your message from Spirit this week. What else have we got for Aries? And we've got responsibility. Do what feels right for you above all else. It is impossible to please all parties in the present situation. You have responsibility only for your own life and actions. Others must take responsibility for themselves. And that's really what that universe card was saying. You're taking on other people's responsibilities, burdens, and it's backbreaking, okay? And this is what Spirit is saying to you. Do what feels right for you. I am just going to pull out another card for my lovelies over the pond, Pam and Brian. I love you guys. You're absolutely brilliant with your comments. So yeah, this one's for you again, my lovely. So for Pam and Brian, and for those on the general collective as well. Let's have a look what comes out. Thank you, Spirit. Oh wow, look at this. Ace of Fire. And this is what it's saying, a brand new start. It's like getting a match and then letting it fall, and then it just burns right through everything. It's also to say things are going to heat up now. It's going to be a fast-paced energy that's coming in. And it can also mean about burning your bridges. And that could be getting yourself out of this situation, getting yourself out of an area where you live, relationships, whatever that may be. But it's a cleansing, a purge. But you've also got this fiery energy in your belly, okay, where you want to get things done and be at it. But it is a positive energy. So let's bring in this artwork, what we've done for you, okay? And as I was saying, it's a bit like reading the tea leaves. You sort of look into it and pick out images. Spirit do come through as well, okay? So I will try and point out when I come to finding the pictures if I can on camera, but it's hard to pick it up off here because of the lighting and everything else. I did have down here, there's a man in a fishing boat, okay? And this came through on a spiritual link. It was a man who enjoyed fishing, and he was just showing me his pastime. I felt he would have passed away suddenly with a heart attack, and he wouldn't have got to his 70s. I did have an initial of R as well, around the sailing boat here. Okay, and it's also reflected in this area there. So that's not going to resonate for all of you, but I did have this person with an R initial, whether that's first or last name, who loved fishing. And I'm on about sea fishing though, literally going out on sort of a sea fishing boat. He could have worked on the boats trawling for fish, but he definitely wanted to come through. I also have here, can you see this here? A perfect lock. I don't know whether it will pick up on camera, but there, perfect lock. So some of you may be getting keys to a new property as well, or a family member around you might be moving. So it's coming there saying this key and this is coming in to unlock this new premises. So I had that for some of you. I also had, let me just see if I can find them. I have to turn these cards round in order to find the images. There's a lighthouse here and a promenade. Okay, so I had someone going for a weekend away, but it was the lighthouse that was significant. It's as though you can have a tour around the lighthouse, and that's not going to resonate with everybody, but I have to bring in what I see. So there's something about a lighthouse and this sort of decking like a pier, okay? I also had somebody thinking about, this was a weird one, up here, alpacas. There's an alpaca there. You can just about see the outline of him. Whether you're thinking about starting an alpaca farm or just having one as a couple for a pet, but alpacas come in here for a reason, okay? So I did have that out for some of you. I did have a beautiful lion, and you can probably just make him out here if you've got this, if you can see. This is his body, okay? This is coming up to his head, ears, face, okay, back down to his neck, coming back to his full body here. He's sort of like crouching. There's one of his paws, another paw there. Something about a lion. Now this can come out as a symbol to say be strong, be brave, okay, keep a focus, but it can also mean some of you might be going on a safari park outing, and it's something about the lion. You might see this lion, but I feel he's sort of crouching in a crouching position, but it can be a symbol to say for you to be strong. Okay, so I will hold you up again just to show you again what I see. Ears, face coming down, that's his mouth there, coming down here, one paw, two paws, this back end, and then coming back up here around. So yeah, something about a lion. So not a lion, something about a tiger. I don't know why I said lion, it's a proper tiger because of the colouring. Sorry guys, I got mixed up with my lions and my tigers then. Lions, tigers and bears, oh my. That was from out the Wizard of Oz, wasn't it? But yeah, it's a tiger. Definitely a tiger. I bet you was thinking then when I was describing, I bet you was thinking, that ain't a lion, it's a tiger. Oh crikey. Anyway, we digress. Let's have a look what else we could pick up. I also picked up it was sort of this here. It was like a car door, and underneath it was as rotten as a pear. Something about rusty sills. It's like you've gone to, some of you might go and look to buy a car, and it's like, just, I want to say, tap the sill, because people are well known for filling and bodging sills, and it's to say, be careful you don't get had here. There's something about a sill has been bodged, filled and disguised, and it's like to say, don't touch it with a barge pole, okay? I also had it was this figure here. It felt like two people going mountain climbing, but I just feel somebody's going to hurt themselves whilst they're going for a walk. I'm not saying you're like avid Olympic mountain climbers, you know what I mean? I just feel there's a couple of people who are going for a walk where there's mountain faces, but one of them's going to hurt themselves, okay? So you might hear of that. Might be family members who are sort of keen and go out in a group, but I did feel that for some of you, okay? There was another issue that I picked up with, and it was around a figure I could see, and I think it's this part here, okay, this white, sort of got a magnifying glass, but I felt like it was a stalking kind of energy, okay, like you felt like somebody was engaging with you too much, being too over friendly, and it's as though you want the distance from them. So I don't really want to say stalking. I wanted to say sort of, you know, where people wear the welcome out and you think to yourself, I don't mind being in your company, or I don't mind you having a chat with me, but I felt like they're wearing the welcome out, okay? Then I had, for some of you, there's a dragon in here. I don't know whether you can see. There's his head, like a skeletal head, comes down here, and that's his wings, okay, and that's his tail there. So I've got a dragon, and again, this can be a symbolic message of breathing fire, angry about something, but it can mean for some of you a coat of arms. It can mean connections with Wales as well, so there could be somebody in spirit who was Welsh who want to sort of bring the dragon in on that link, or you could be going on holiday in Wales as well. So I'd got that in as well for some of you. I've also got a proposal of a diamond ring. There's the diamond there. A diamond in the rough, okay? But can you see the mount? It's as though, let me see if I can hold it for you. That's like, you know, when a stone falls out of a claw, that's like that stone has fell out of that ring. So we've got two scenarios here. We could have a breakup of an engagement, okay, or there's somebody picking an engagement ring. So again, not going to resonate with everybody, but again, it's in this artwork, okay, my lovelies. So we had that for you. And I also saw here a stent in an artery. I felt there was somebody going to have open heart surgery to have a stent put in. Again, not for everybody, but I feel like that will be news for some of you this week, okay? So can you see how much I pick up from these kind of art formations? I absolutely love working in this kind of situation. Because I'm just forever turning the card round. And for some of you here, now this is definitely not going to resonate for all of you, but I've got the Golden Gate Bridge. Okay, the Golden Gate Bridge comes in. Now this is either on a memory link for somebody who's been there, who is now in spirit, okay? But I've got the Golden Gate Bridge as though somebody is going to be visiting it this year. So this message isn't for everybody, you know what I mean? Some of you out there could say, oh, I've been to the Golden Gate Bridge like 3 or 4 years ago. This is a plan for this year, okay? The Golden Gate Bridge. I feel it's one of these holidays where you plan to tour around and visit the main sites. I've never been to the States, so I'm not au fait on the place itself. I know New York, and that's obviously off the TV. I know the Golden Gate Bridge because that was in films that I've seen, but I do feel it's like a holiday of a lifetime that somebody is planning as well. So I'm just going to check one last time, Aries. See if there's anything else lurking in the artwork. And just here, there's a head of a dog, okay, and it's like a red setter. He would have been like a red set, you know, the red setters. It's that kind of colouring to him, okay, and he just pokes his head in here. So some of you could maybe be thinking of buying a dog soon in that breed, a red setter, or you had a red setter and he's now in spirit, okay? But he's definitely showing himself here, guys. Definitely showing himself here. So my lovely Aries, I'm going to leave it there because I could just continue looking at that card. If you are in the UK and you would like me to post this to you, by all means, the first come, first serve basis, drop a comment in the description box below and I will post this off to you. And before I go, I've just spotted something else. We've got a break here, a hip, okay, pinned. So somebody around you in your family has got to have a hip operation because I just see it here being highlighted. That's coming in the not so long distant future. So my lovelies, I'm going to say thank you for subscribing to those channels that I highlighted last week. I am going to put another shout out for the Tipsy Tea Leaf Oracles channel. I will put her link in the description box again. She prompted me to do this artwork this week because there was a video on there where she painted this lovely Medusa, and that's why I wanted to bring out my sort of effort on the witchy painting. But yeah, guys, she was over the moon, and I'm pushing her channel again because she's a single parent of a 12-year-old, not had life easy, suffers health issues, and she's doing her best, okay, like we all are. But I'm just asking you to sprinkle some magic and click the link and go and subscribe to her channel, okay, because it will make her day. So check out your moon and rising signs, my lovelies, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. So take care then. Bye.